Hi everyone, welcome back to Monday Medz. I hope your week is off to a good start. Yes, welcome back to my home. And yes, we're snowed in today. We got about a little over a foot of snow, so probably about 13 inches, about, I'm sure. But we are snowed in. That's all I know. And it's cold outside. But welcome back. And I hope you're staying warm for those of you who are in Massachusetts or in New England. I know some other states are affected by the snowstorm we had overnight. So keep safe, everyone. So I have some shout out today. Shout out to Alec, Rachel. Shout out to Eric, all the best with law school. Shout out to Kim and Whitney, flight attendants. That was my teenage dream of being a flight attendant. Shout out to you ladies, and I hope you will make it to Jamaica. Have a trip to Jamaica very soon, and get some sunshine and beach down there. Shout out to you, Fernanda. Hope you have a safe delivery with your baby. And shout out to you, Taylor. And shout out Islam. Shout out Chris. Thank you so much for that business card idea yesterday. Thank you so much. Shout out to you, Jasmine and Mandy. Shout out to you, students. Yes, and for those of you who are on a snow day today, I hope you're enjoying your snow day. And those of you college and university students who are having your spring break this week, shout out to you guys. Yes, I hope you'll do something fun. Yeah, go out and make some snow angels or something, or a snowman. All right. Shout out to you, Matt, UK musician from UK. And shout out to your wife. And great talking with you. Shout out to you, Audrey. Yes, strength. I nice meeting you yesterday. And shout out Sukanya. Sukanya, good girl. I love that meaning. And Joanna, shout out to you. And shout out to you guys at Parkway Sound and Security. Thank you so much for your help last week, Sergio, and the rest of your staff there. Thank you for your help with getting my remote car starter fixed. Thank you. Shout out to you, Kim. And shout out to you, Amy. And last but by no means least, shout out to you, Elizabeth. Thank you so much for sharing your story and congratulations on your first date. Yes, I remember those days. And now, as we talk about date, next week we will be talking about dating, social health and dating. I know many of you are looking forward to that. Definitely share this video with your family and your friends and all the other videos. Hope you like them. If you do, give it a thumbs up. And yes, definitely subscribe to my channel. And when you do, click that bell right over there. Click that bell. Yes, and you can get the notifications of new videos. So today we're continuing with social health and teens. And we're doing part two. Last week I felt like I didn't talk much about what or all that I wanted to say on this social health and teens, and so I decided to do part two because I didn't want to talk too much in one video. This Monday Medz feature is supposed to be something to give you encouragement, hope, and challenge for the new week. And so let's go right in. Before that, I want to say this, for those of you who are in North America, remember this weekend we will be we will be changing the clocks. I want to say this because I may forget it, so I want to say it up front. Remember that you will change your clocks and we will spring forward next week. So this time next week we will be on a different time zone and we will lose 1 hour. So remember that daylight saving time begins next weekend. And yes, we did talk about that on a previous video as how that mess up or sleep and our circadian rhythm. So anyhow, as we go into social health and teens, I did promise you last week that I will talk about Nicole and Alexa. I did promise that I would talk about your relationship, as you had told me, and I wanted to point it out, and I got carried away. So I will talk about it today. The close relation. It is so important for you to have a close relationship, parents, with your teens, your children. It's very important. You want to definitely maintain a close relationship with them, remembering that you're their parents first, and also be a friend to them. However, at the same time, you have to know you'd have to have proper boundaries. But it's very good for you to have a good relationship with your children. That way you will know what is happening to them and how you can help them as they grow up and become adults. And so, yes, parents, you got to take the time and spend some time with your teens, with your children. It is so important. All right. Also, when you talk about and yes, be their friend, as I mentioned before. However, you must make sure that you have your own friend, remembering you're their parent and not them being your friend, and you tell them all your problems, because they have their problems of their own, and you have to remember that they are children, and you should let them be children. Also, when you talk with your teens, make eye contact. Always make eye contact. And teens, yes, when you talk with people, make eye contact. Don't be looking down and all that. However, sometimes when you look down, maybe when you are in the presence of some people, you may feel uncomfortable. So I understand that many times when someone feel uncomfortable, you may look down or look away. But try to maintain eye contact when you are relating to individuals. That is way of having good social health. And I know bullying is a primitive, it's a they're a prevalent thing in schools and also on social media. I did talk about social media last week and how we operate. And as I talk about bullying, I will also mention too that many times we relate to people online and we don't know who we are relating to. And teens, be very careful about who you're relating to. Just as when you meet a stranger, you don't tell them where you live and you don't tell them all these personal things. Even online, be careful of that, because so many people have lost their lives. So many teens have lost their lives because of meeting people online and relating to them on social media. And many times they try to win your trust first, and then they try to get into your homes. So we know bullying is very prevalent, and parents, you definitely want to be involved in your child's life to know if they're being bullied at school. Another thing, there may be peer pressure. Um, Teens, one of the things I'll encourage you to do as you go to school and as you grow up, that you try to be a good influence to people and not let others influence you in a bad way. So as we talk about social health, that's something that I wanted to point out, that we must be positive influence on others. Welcome to the my viewer who is joining me. Yes, welcome to Monday Medz. Also, as we talk about so social health, one very important thing that many people don't talk about, which is that I wanted to point out, is parents. Whenever your child, you may tell them to greet an aunt or greet an uncle or greet somebody. Do not force them to hug this person. Do not ever force them to hug somebody they don't want to hug. Sometimes there may be things there that they're not talking about and telling you. Um, and As I talk about social health, there is a close link to it, and incest. And so you got to be closely involved with your relating to your child, understanding that there are things that they may not tell you that is going on, but if you keep a keen interest in their life, they will open up and tell you what's going on. And as we continue, one of the things I'd like, before I wrap up, that I'd like to talk about is we did talk about putting away the phones and reducing screen times with children and on teens. Um, One of the things I would want to encourage us to do is to put away the remote control. Yes, put it away. And I did plan to have it as a prop. Yes, the remote, guys. This caused a lot of problems in a lot of relationships. And also put it away. Put it away at times and take the time to spend some time. Put it away, turn off the television, and spend some quality time with each other. And so, as I wrap up, there's a check out the description section of this video. I will be sharing some links that I've found interesting. And one challenge I will give you that I found is the digital detox. I've done this before where I've decided to limit to be off social media for a week, and I do plan to do it again very soon because it is so great. It's so refreshing as the children that were involved in this social experiment did, and they found that they felt refreshed, they were relieved, they felt calm. One kid said he was stressed because that's how he de-stressed himself, by being on social media. But I'm going to challenge you this week that you can look at that, doing a social media detox or a social media fast, whatever you want to choose. But choose whether you want to choose a week or a few days and to just be off social media. And I'm planning to do that very soon. I will let you know when I do. And as before we go, young people, just as the wise man Solomon said in Ecclesiastes 12, verse 1 says, don't let, and I love this version, don't let the excitement of youth cause you to forget your Creator, but honor Him in your youth before you grow old and say life is not pleasant anymore. So remember, the King James Version says, remember now your Creator in the days of your youth. Remember God now. Yes, faith faith in God, trusting in God now when you're young, when you're vibrant, when all you have all your senses. Don't wait until you're gray and old and you're shaky and you don't want to hear anything about God. But choose to seek God now while he may be found. And so he will be there with you to help you through the different challenges as you grow up, as you become an adult. And so I pray and hope that you will have a wonderful week this week. Be safe out there on the roads if you're out on the roads today. And may God be with you and yours.